Alrighty there, YouTube. This is our second lawn of the season we're going to be doing. Just a little cleanup job. We'll walk around and show you. I'm not going to actually film a whole lot of actually mowing here. I'm just going to show you before and after, kind of go over what I do. I might try to get a little bit of footage. I do have my two helpers here with me this morning. They're going to be helping me with some raking and stuff, clean up the back porch. We've done this job twice in December, so right now it's really not that bad. It'll actually be a pretty quick one to do, just get in, knock it out. So let me show you the yard and then we'll get to work. Okay, this yard here is actually pretty simple to do. You can see it's really not all that bad. A little bit along the curb here, a little bit in the gutter here. We're going to just blow it up into the yard. We'll mulch it and then use the bagger and pick it up. It won't take very long. Pick up the sticks, put them on down here on the curb so the city will pick them up. Usually the two worst parts about this yard is the deck in the back and right over here in this corner. But even up here in this corner, it's not too bad. It looks pretty good. Just a little quick cleanup job. In here and clean some of that stuff there out. Clean this up in here out. This has been a real good customer. I've got some customers that tip every time. This guy's not one of them, but he's one that wants his yard done really regular like, and he's never just real super picky. Just kind of get in and spruce it up real quick. So we'll kind of clean this up back here. See back here, just run the mower over it and kind of mulch it down. I may actually run the grass catcher this time. This is the last service this yard will probably get before spring hits us. Then we start mowing back here. Just run the mower over it real quick like. Then just kind of clean all these leaves up underneath there on this deck. Which is why I brought the girls. They're going to get in here and rake and sweep like this right here. The first time I did this, the leaves were as high as the wall is right here. So the leaves were like up to here. We had to pick all that up, get it all cleaned up. That was back late November, early December. All this here, you couldn't see any of those rocks or leaves. So we got in here and kind of cleaned all that out. And we did another one in the middle of December. And now he wants it one more service hammered out, just to kind of clean up a little bit. And it won't be perfect, it'll be better than it is. So just kind of do a quick spruce up, and then when it's mowing season, the grass starts growing, so it'll either be a weekly or bi-weekly cut, I don't know. See how he wants to play it. But it's a quick, easy one. So let me get the girls started and maybe we'll get some mowing footage, I don't know. So I think you kind of get the idea. What I'll do is blow everything out into the middle of the yard, and next I'll run the mulcher over it and mulch it up, and then the bagger, and if there's anything left to bag, I'll bag it up. I'm going to turn it off for now, blow off the rest, and then when I come back we'll turn it back on so we can see the mower run. I'm going to show you here real quick how my leaf funnel works. This is not my favorite one. The girls have the better one in the back. This one here you can pick up at most hardware stores. They're pretty cheap. It just unrolls into the bag and kind of holds it in that form you see right there. Let me show you how that works. It works just like that. Now usually if this yard was really nasty with a lot of leaves, I would have ran the mulcher first, and then I would have run the grass catcher to kind of pick it up, or if it mulched up good enough. This one here, no more than there is. I just chose, this is probably the last cleanup job I'll do this year before mowing season starts. So then I'll have to come back later and do the lawn service, and then most of the year I'll just mulch it. But this time here, last leaf cleanup, I'm presuming front yard anyway, I'm running the grass catcher. I'll probably just run the mulcher in the back because he doesn't care as much. I'm gonna finish her up. I'll show you what it looks like after we're all done. All right, here we are, all through. Took us about an hour to do it all. I don't know how well it's turning out. The sun's kind of reflecting off the screen here. Walk around to the back here in just a second. To quote Greg Chisholm over at Geek to Freak Fitness and Lawn Care, it ain't perfect, but it's better than it was. So that's the goal. I've been charging on these little jobs like this just between $30 and $35. It's not a lot, but the goal is just to kind of get in and get out real quick. And I didn't start this business till November of last year, so that's a hard time to start a lawn care business. But what my goal was to come in here and bang out some of these leaf jobs like this and start building customers. So a lot of these lawn care businesses, they don't want to do leaf jobs, and they shut down through leaf season and don't do anything. So you're paying somebody to do your yard all season long, and then for the part that really sucks, the leaves, they're nowhere to be found. So then I come in, say, hey, I'll do it for the charge of a regular service. And this yard was $35. And they say, $35, are you sure? You say, yeah. I said, man, that sounds like a good deal. Even if you just do a halfway mediocre job, it's worth $35. They give you a shot. Then you come in, like he's saying, hey, look, here in a month, mowing season's going to start. What you're charging me, I don't think I want to do my yard myself this year. Just to have you come once a week or every 2 weeks, depends on what the season's bearing. Take care of my yard for me. And I say, sure, Mr. Customer, I'll be happy to do that, which is a conversation I just had with this guy. He wants me to come back here at the end of February and start getting it ready for mowing season. He's happy with the job we do. So, again, like I said, it's not 100% perfect. If I wanted to spend hours and hours and hours out here, I could probably make it a little better. But it looks a far cry better than it did. Better than most of his neighbors' yards look. like this one over here. Then you got this one over here. Which one would you want? So, like I said, it was cheap. I do them cheap. But this yard here took an hour to do a leaf job. Will take 30 minutes to do a regular service during the summertime. So I earned him at $35 a service. So yeah, I paid for it for the leaf season. But hopefully the goal is to reap that in the mowing season when I'm doing it once a week. Then once it starts slowing down in August, once every other week for $35 a cut. It doesn't take me near as long. And again, like I said, this one here, the first time I was out here, took me 2.5 hours, almost through. I was probably closer to 4 hours the very first time we were out here. And I had these two here out here with me, and it sucked because right there at the end, we had all the yard cleaned up, the backyard cleaned up. What we had was big piles out here on the street, which I'm fixing to re-blow that curb. That looks like butt. But we had 4 big piles right along here on the street. We were scooping up and bagging, and it started just to downpour. But then, so we got wet trying to finish that one up. But then the second one was a week later. I was actually down there at the end of that cove doing one. He come out and said, let's do it one more time. That was right there before Christmas. And we got out here and jammed it out. It took us about 2 hours. And this one here, an hour, we're done. Right, so yeah, $35 each one. The first one I lost on. $35 for 4 hours worth of work. Oh man, you're a lowballer. Oh yeah, I lowballed it all right. A week later, I was out here doing it a 2-hour job for the same amount of money. Then a day, an hour job for the same amount of money. Then for that same amount of money, I'll be out here doing 30, 45-minute lawn services all summer long for that same amount of money. So I earned this guy's business. And then next fall, it'll never get bad. It'll be like this every single time. Because I'll be out here once a week during the leaves until the last leaf falls. Once a week, I'll be doing this one at $35 a cut. $35 a service. And so, okay, you lowballed it. Well, not really. I gave a little bit up front to gain more in the end. That's what I did. And there it is. I'm going to blow that front curve off there real quick. Then we're going to load the lawnmower here into the bed of the truck, and away we're going to go. And until next time.